Witness the majestic beauty and fascinating culture of Ireland's 4 provinces, kingdoms once ruled by powerful clans of this ancient land. Past and present myth and legend merge in great reasons to visit Ireland. I'm director-producer Yvonne Coughlan, and I can't wait to introduce you to more of the inspiring people I've met on my travels.
This is Leinster, and welcome to County Kilkenny, and one of the best experiences in the county.
We approached the Lyrat estate and they loved the idea and were willing to give us a plot of land here. It is solely family run. The fact that we built it all ourselves and the connection between us and the Lyrat. They leave us use their grounds, which are not only historical, but beautiful, manicured.
The one thing we pride ourselves on here is everybody that comes through this door to us is a VIP, and to go away feeling it was a really good experience for them. They'd learned something new.
Like, you're going back to 3000 BC, where the Sumerians in Mesopotamia started hunting with birds of prey. It's an amazing history. You're getting your falconry experience with a practicing falconer.
There's a bird to match each person that comes through, so it makes our experience very personable. You really get to know the bird that you're flying.
All the birds we have here are all hand reared by us. Owls weren't traditionally used in falconry, but we have them here. Because sometimes you get a person that might be a bit nervous about a bird flying towards them. They're just the cutest little thing. And Maggie is the most gentle of the couple we have down there.
So Reggie, the male harrishawk that we used today, had to spend a little bit more time training him. He was reared with his brother Bertie, and they're totally polar opposites in personality.
All the harrishawks that are used here, all 12 of them, are all brothers and sisters, reared by us, hand reared. And we're the only one that offer an eagle experience as well. So we're very, very proud of the whole thing.
After a walk around Kilkenny town, we move to the next province. This is Connacht, full of legends like the Tawn, a 1st century epic tale involving the queen of this west of Ireland province, Maeve, the legendary warrior Cuchulainn, and the King of Ulster, Conchobar MacNassa, all in a battle for a prize bull. A magical place that will conjure up the truest sense of Irish heritage, whether myth or legend, is Connemara National Park.
Connemara National Park has been part of my life for over 30 years now. It's the most amazing, peaceful, calm, serene place I could ever imagine in the world. Letterfrack is situated in a very small little area of Connemara. It's a little village full of the most amazing people with poetry, art. The National Park, of course, is the main attraction here in the area of Letterfrack. I'm basically based at the visitor centre here, and we do guided walks, we do evening talks, we do a range of different programmes to suit everybody. Diamond Hill, which is one of our main attractions, it takes about 2.5 to 3 hours to climb to the top and back. The path is amazing. It's a gravel and boardwalk footpath, all signposted. Along the routes then you'll see various different plants and animals. You'll also have the most spectacular views, looking over onto Balnakill Bay, out onto the Atlantic Ocean and into the 12 Bends, which are a big feature of Connemara as well. We have the most amazing plant life, animal life. We have Connemara ponies who are just so welcoming and friendly. But we also have the most beautiful red deer. We have foxes, badgers, often seen as you walk in the trails. We also have birds here in the park, such as skylarks, meadow pipits, robins, finches. We have the beautiful Elliswood Nature Trail. Just amazing, magical place.
After a day walking this beautiful location, I take a 20-minute drive to Clifton for a delicious dinner. Guy's Bar on Main Street is a must-visit in Clifton for fantastic food and a warm and cosy atmosphere. Boasting a certificate of excellence, their extensive lunch and evening menu offers daily specials, a seasonal seafood menu, and delicious drinks to quench your thirst. Relax beside turf fires, catch up in cosy snugs, enjoy a day out with the family, all at Guy's Bar. A night in Clifton is always fabulous. I love to visit for the Arts Festival.
Next on our itinerary is Kylemore. Get here early in the morning and plan to stay a while.
I think what people really love about visiting Kylemore Abbey is the beauty of the place. As you can see behind us, I mean, you couldn't find a more idyllic setting. And the nature and the serenity of the area as well. I mean, you can escape to any corner of the estate and find your own little haven. So it's absolutely beautiful. We're also really, really lucky here in Kylemore that we have so many local staff, and you get that real Connemara, West of Ireland welcome. Kylemore is essentially, it was a wedding gift. That's how it came to be. It was built in 1867 by a man who came here on honeymoon. They fell in love with the area and he built an entire castle for his wife. So there's so many myths and legends in the area around Connemara and in Kylemore itself. And one of them is that on the mountains either side of the castle there were two giants that used to argue a lot, as giants did. And in one of these fights, one of them threw an iron, like a clothes iron, and it fell on the estate just past the Neo-Gothic church. And now, up until this day, people, they go over there and they throw a stone over their heads, over the top of the stone, and make a wish. What people really identify with Kylemore Abbey is the history, the many generations of history that are in it, from its roots in the 1800s right up to today, and its living history with the Benedictine community being here for over 100 years, and really leading the ethos of welcome here that everyone gets to experience when they come to Kylemore.
It's a 1-hour drive back to the jewel in Connacht's crown for music on the streets and in the pubs of Galway, the city of tribes. With excellent places to eat and fun traditional pubs like MP Walsh, previously a post office, or Garavan's Bar, a former Spirit grocery, but I have a uniquely Celtic flavoured experience to share with you now. Understand and learn the history of Galway, drink, and the moon with the Galway City Distillery. Here they distill spirits in conjunction with the solar, lunar, and ancient Celtic calendar. This unique venue offers a beautiful bar with exquisite cocktails compounded with local botanicals, as well as a spacious cafe. You can book tickets online to learn the history and art of distillation and then produce drinks to your own personal taste and flavour. However you choose to spend your time, Galway is a great reason to visit Ireland. The next morning, I caught the ferry at Rossaville for a visit to Inishmore to experience Aran Island's camping and glamping. Inishmore is an island renowned for its stunning landscape and culture and home to one of Ireland's World Heritage Sites. A centre point on the Wild Atlantic Way, this is a purpose-built, eco-friendly campsite with luxurious glamping units and camping facilities. Walking distance to the ferry terminal at Kilronan, it overlooks Frenchman's Beach with stunning panoramic views of Galway Bay and the mountains of Connemara. I would love to stay for a week, but after 2 nights I was back on the early ferry to meet Henry in Kinvara to purchase the perfect memento of this trip. Let's meet the maker. Thin line is the combination of Henry's extensive experience in the graphic industry and his lifelong passion for woodwork. In the picturesque village of Kinvara, you will find Henry working on his coastal maps of Ireland and on commissions of maps abroad. His unique homeware and gifts are crafted with inspiration, and they can be purchased online and in select craft fairs and galleries on the Wild Atlantic Way. Slán to Thin Line in beautiful Kinvara, and off I go to visit the inspired founders of a Haskra distillery, only 1 hour away.
It's an eco-distillery powered completely with renewable energy. Now we source in renewable energy and we also generate our own energy on site, but it will be completely, from an energy point of view, zero emissions.
From Gareth and myself, jumping over that wall and seeing this beautiful building but covered in all sorts of trees and shrubberies and that, to actually having people walking through it and seeing our dream realised is huge. It's sometimes it's very hard for me to take in.
I think,
you know,
the jumping over the wall was where the funniest part. Thank God that nobody saw that. We want this to be not just come and see a whiskey distillery. We want this to kind of appeal to a broader, visitor. People coming who come to see something not just about the distillery, but also an old mill and how an old mill worked, 250 years ago.
County Galway in itself has so much to offer. The whole of the county is so different. You've got, like Art said, you've got Connemara, beautiful landscape. You've got out in East Galway, the landscape here is amazing. You've got beautiful walks through here, and then you've got the vibrance of the city centre, which we're only 30 minutes away from the city centre here. which is amazing.
A lot of cool things to see and do here. So come visit East Galway.
Yeah, it's the place to be.
After a delicious snack and coffee in the cafe, and with my bottle of gin firmly under my arm, it was time to strike for County Mayo. It takes an hour and 40 minutes from Ahascra to the wonderful Jackie Clark Museum in Ballina.
A passion for community first was instilled many, many years ago when I was brought home to Ballina. I was born in England of Irish parents, and coming back here, I just totally and utterly fell in love with the place. Why do people come to visit the Jackie Clark? Well, they come to learn, if not to refresh themselves on their Irish history. Here we have 400 years of Irish history, from the beginning of the 1600s right up until the year 2000. We have a beautiful house that Mayo County Council bought to house the Jackie Clark collection, and we have the most fabulous award-winning World Heritage Garden, which you can also sit and relax in. We have a wonderful group called Route Millennium Mayo, which actually gives the hidden gems within the middle of our county. So if you started in Castlebar, you'd have the wonderful Museum of Country Life and Thurlock House. You could travel on to the Michael Davitt Museum in Strade, beautiful gem just outside Foxford. When you leave there, you could stop off in the Foxford Woolen Mills and learn all about the Foxford Woolen Mills and their past and their history. Also have a lovely something to eat because they have a fantastic cafe up there. And Bleak Castle, which also houses a fabulous museum of its own on artefacts that the late Marshal Duran collected. And then, of course, we would send you to the Cager Fields. It's really worth a visit. Along with the landscape, he would send you back out to the Wild Atlantic Way when you would hit Ballycastle.